Well, hello there, and welcome back to Mudstomp Solves. This is a more recent video that I'm recording than some of the ones that are about to come up in the next couple of weeks. Reason being is the channel's actually grown a bit quicker than I anticipated, and I've gone past 100 subscribers already. So I figured since we've gone past 100 subscribers, why not do a little bit of a celebratory video, because, you know, I'm having fun and I really appreciate all the support. So what I decided is, because it's 100, and as it turns out today, it's 103 people that have subscribed to my channel, so thank you again. I've decided I'm going to do a 100-piece puzzle, but instead of just doing one, I thought that I'm going to do three. And not only am I going to do three, I'm also going to do a puzzle haul at the same time. So you'll see the screen split up into four in a minute, where I'm going to show you three different puzzles being made completely, 100 pieces. And I'm going to talk through recent puzzle hauls I've done. I've done about 3 or 4 trips to the op shop in the last few weeks, and I've managed to collect another, 30, 40 puzzles. Yeah, not to say that they're all going to stay in my collection, but it's basically just to get me started on having more puzzles to do and so forth. So before I get into that, let's have a look at what I'm going to actually do for you today. So the first one is a Pocahontas puzzle. 100-piece puzzle. I've done this one before with my daughter, but I'm going to do it again for myself just for the fun of it. It's pretty light on puzzle. The pieces aren't particularly strong and together and whatnot. I always forget there's another mini puzzle in there, but anyway, none for that. But they're kind of bigger pieces and, you know, typical of a kid's puzzle basically. Nice cardboard, good colour, good image. Yeah, that's it basically. So it's a Disney puzzle, obviously, and I think, I'm just having a look, this one's been produced by Holdson and Spears Games. So Holdson seems to be one I'm sort of running into a bit more lately, so I think they're going to be a good company for me to keep an eye out on. But anyway, so that's going to be number one. The second puzzle I'm going to have a look at is a not too old Ravensburger 100-piece XXL. So this one's got very large pieces. It's an underwater one. I think this is probably going to take me the longest because it is a lot of underwater, but I've never really done a water puzzle before, apart from the plastic one that I didn't like at all. So yeah, I'm kind of curious to see how that goes and so forth. So we'll have a look at that. And of course, Billy's decided that it's time to join me again on the puzzling table. Yeah, but that one, I think it's a 6+ one, so it's again like nice big pieces and whatnot, typical blue on the back with the Ravensburger, that kind of thing. So I think that one's going to be a bit of fun to do. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think it'll give me an idea of whether I really want to try any sort of water puzzles in the future, because I know a couple of big puzzles, like really big puzzles that I was thinking about doing in the future, have a lot of water in them. So I may be avoiding that if this doesn't go too well. On top of that, the third puzzle I've got is another Ravensburger 100. So this is called the Super 100. I don't know why it's called a Super 100. I imagine because they're super pieces. This is an old looking box, so I imagine this is quite an old puzzle. The pieces do look quite thick, and it's actually got green on the back instead of blue or light green. So I imagine that this is actually quite an old puzzle given that. So yeah, that's probably why it's called Super. I'll just have a quick look. I don't think they put a date on these, not by the looks at least, not that I can find. Oh, 1998 in France this was. Let's have a look at this one by comparison. Getting myself all muddled up here. This is a 2011, so there you go. So quite a deal older, 13 years older. But yeah, I like the look of this one. I'm really looking forward to trying this one out actually. There's a lot of detail in there. This is the kind of puzzle I'm finding I really like, where it's a lot of distinguishable details and so forth. But yeah, so anyway, let's get into that. And I'm going to do one puzzle at a time, obviously. But I'm going to show you all three at the same time while I look at my puzzle haul with you. So here we go.
Alrighty, so from about 3 or 4 trips to the op shop, we've got around 34 puzzles and a bit-ish. I'll explain that in a minute. And some other stuff that I'll get into last. But to start us off, let's have a look at a couple of these puzzles. So first one, this one, 500 piece. To be honest, anything with a car in it, I'm not that interested in. I did a puzzle a little while back. If you saw my other haul video, or sorry, my collection video / haul video, there was a car one in it. It was really annoying to do, to be honest. And I said if it was a bigger puzzle, I wouldn't do it. But this has got Route 66 on it, and I'm sort of into the whole idea of Route 66. So, yeah, don't know this company much, World Games, or anything like that, but it's a nice looking picture, I think. So I'm going to have a go at that one soon enough. We then have this 1,000-piece forest butterfly, which, honestly speaking, the colours look very vibrant. The detail in the picture looks really nice. I'm not sure. It does say special shape, so I'm going to assume it's a butterfly-shaped puzzle. So I'm really kind of looking forward to having a go at this. I think that one's going to be a lot of fun. I haven't had a real good look at the puzzle pieces, if I remember correctly. But having a look, yeah, they look irregular cut. They seem to hold together pretty reasonably. So I'm going to break that all up and have a go at that soon enough, I reckon. So yeah, speaking of which, let me know if in this video there's any particular puzzle you'd love to see me do. This one is a 3D builder puzzle. So this is actually not a puzzle, so to speak, more of a building process, but I like the look of it, so I thought I'd grab it. National Geographic seemed interesting, and dinosaurs, obviously. So that'll be a fun little build later on. Stereotypical stock standard Ravensburger. So I grab any Ravensburger I see at the op shop, basically, just because of the quality of the piece count. But what I find interesting about this one is that it's got Blue Opal on it. And I thought Blue Opal was a completely separate company. So I'm starting to wonder, because I often see what I think is two puzzle companies advertised on the same box. So I'm imagining that they must do combined works or something, or maybe this is Ravensburger working with an Australian thing or something. But yeah, so I reckon that'll be a fun one. Moving on from that, I have a couple of smaller puzzles. So this one I've got for my daughter, 100-piece one, then Barbie Nutcracker. Got to say, I don't particularly like the colours in this and stuff, but I'm probably going to literally do it with her so that she gets a chance to have a go at that. So that'll be fun. This one's the New Yorker Central Park Lark. So I got this mostly because I think like all the little detailed images and that are going to be a bit of fun to do. So yeah, don't know what else to think about that. It's a bit of a heavy puzzle, to be honest, for 500 pieces. So I'm hoping the puzzle pieces are going to be quite good. That one's taped shut, so I couldn't have a look at it real good. But anyway, then we've got a round puzzle, so 1,000-piece round puzzle. World's most beautiful jigsaw puzzle, apparently. So anyway, I actually like this. It's very nice, vibrant colours. I think the imagery is quite nice. I think it should be a pretty fun one to do on the whole of it. So we'll see how that one goes. And then paired with that one, another round puzzle. So this one, which the repetitive pattern is probably going to be interesting to try and achieve without too much issue. But honestly speaking, things like this peacock and whatnot, just beautiful colours. And I think that's going to be a really lovely solve. So yeah, hopefully it's a good quality puzzle. I can't remember, what's that? Panley or something? Panley. Yeah, see how that goes. But anyway, so nice round puzzle. Another smaller one, 150-piece, but this is an old box and it's a Ravensburger, so I couldn't pass that up at all. And once again, green backing, so we all know that's an old Ravensburger. Quite thick pieces and that, sort of ordinary size, ordinary shape cuts. But yeah, for 150-piece, that should be a bit of fun to do, I think. I've got a few 150-piece puzzles at the moment, so they'll be fun to sort of fit in somewhere. This is another old one I found. So this is a falcon one. I think I've seen a few falcons. I got two old ones like this. I gave one to a friend. It was a tree sort of one. She likes sort of challenging puzzles, so I gave her that one. This one I decided to try. I don't know if I will get into it anytime soon or not. Obviously, with the op shop, always going to be some puzzle pieces missing sometimes, unfortunately. It does seem to hold reasonably well, so I think that's going to be a bit of fun, but yeah, for the image, it's sort of like, it's a bit of ho-hum for me, like scenery, and with all that water, it could be a nightmare. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes, but worth a shot. And then we have Shop Till You Drop. So this is actually another mystery puzzle. I thought I wouldn't buy any more of these. I kept seeing the same ones over and over again, but then I saw this one and I thought, seems somewhat interesting. Very strange artwork going on in here and stuff. So I thought, why not? I'll give it a shot. Maybe it'll be nice to do or something, you know. But again, these mystery puzzles, you don't know what the picture looks like. I've got about 4 or 5 of them to do. Yeah, it's probably going to be a bottom of a pile until I get some others done and then I feel like doing it or something. See how that works. Following from that, we have a really, really beautiful puzzle. So this one I'm really looking forward to doing. It's zodiac signs, basically. Very interesting, intricate artworks and things like that. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Funnily enough, seeing the sort of slightly green blue backing, I'm kind of feeling like it's definitely a bit of an aged puzzle, but the pieces look quite thick. They seem to hold together well based on this. So I think this is going to be a really lovely image to do. I think this is going to be the second puzzle that I'm going to glue and hang for my wife in her office because, yeah, she's really into cards and things like that. So, yeah, that'll be a good one. Following that, we have 3 WOS-jigs. So if you don't know what a WOS-jig is, it's basically that what these people are seeing if they were to look at the camera is what you're actually making in the puzzle. So usually it tells you one person that you need to focus on and what they're seeing. So yeah, I'm kind of eager to have a go at this. So we've got this guy here as well. And so on. I haven't done one of these in like years, and to be honest, I think they're good quality puzzles from memory, and they're like 1,000 piece, so they've got a bit of heft to them as far as the amount of puzzle pieces and whatnot. Yeah, having a look in the bag here, the pieces don't seem super thick, but they seem all right. But anyway, I think it's just going to be a good fun puzzle to do, a couple of them over. They're probably not going to be high on my list to do, unfortunately, because ones like this, but at the same time, like, I'm pretty eager to have a go at them at some point. I've also got a few smaller puzzles I picked up. This one was actually on a free table at the op shop. So a lot of my puzzles I usually get for $1, if you haven't heard. This one was just on the free take-all table. I literally grabbed it because it's just a 100-piece puzzle for just a quick solve someday or whatever. That's Life. I've got a number of these ones. I like them because of their comic imagery and stuff, so it's sort of, I'm expecting that when I get around to doing them, they'll be easy to sort of find where things go and whatnot. Sort of look at a piece and yep, guaranteed it's in that spot kind of stuff. So yeah, they seem like reasonable pieces and whatnot, but they're not high on my list. They're just more I'm collecting them in case I'd want to. This one's a sushi puzzle. Only 150 pieces, so I think this is going to be a real quick, easy solve because the sushi are very distinguishable, but I like sushi, I like Japan, so this was like a no-brainer just for a fun little puzzle to grab. I've got this one that is Alison Lester's a really lovely author, artist, kids' books and so forth. This, I think, from memory, comes from a book of like Rosie Sips Spiders or something. It's like there's a book where she did where the kids are all interacting and stuff and doing, rhyming and whatnot. But this is like a small puzzle to go with it, basically. So it's a 150-piece puzzle. Sorry about the focus there. Camera's not quite picking it up. But yeah, so just another one to just maybe do with the kids or something. Then we got this one. So 300-piece, very basic image. Basically grabbed it because it's a 300-piece puzzle. Just something fun to do and do quickly. This one's more of a floor puzzle for the kids. Again, 36 pieces, mega puzzle, so on. But yeah, I like to pick up ones for the kids whenever I can. This one looked interesting and a bit different, so it was worth a grab. So next up we have a bag of kids puzzles, so little sort of setups and whatnot. I grabbed these because I've got a couple of young kids and I want to give them a chance to start doing some puzzles, and my daughter likes doing sort of 50-piece puzzles and things too, so that's going to be a shot for her. Ravensburger 200, so again, Ravensburger and small, so I figured I'd grab that. I like having these, the 100-piece ones that are running at this side of this video. I really enjoyed doing, so I'm looking forward to trying some of these more 100, 200, 300-piece Ravensburgers. This one I grabbed for Christmas, basically. So it's a 1,000-piece. It should be fun to do, I think, at Christmas time. It's sealed, so I haven't had a chance to look at it, but I think it'll be a good one to do, so that's all right. Then we have the Asian rainforest. This one I'm hoping is just going to be really nice sorting, getting all the different, like the tigers separate and that. It's also, if I don't have anything else before it, it's going to be probably one of my first sort of scenery, animal type, menagerie type things. So it'll really give me an idea of whether I like doing that style of puzzle or not, because I haven't done one before, so yeah. So Ash is one of my favorite sort of little hobby interests. So to get a puzzle for it, I just thought I can't go past that. Looking at the pieces, they do look like they're going to be sort of, so to speak, quite difficult to distinguish. So it's probably going to be a bit of a killer of a puzzle to do. That being said, if I remember correctly, oh no, it is 1,000 pieces. So yeah, that's going to be a killer. I don't know if I'm going to get to that anytime soon. This one I picked up basically because of the image, just for something different and just a nice image in a sense. So I'm hoping that one will hopefully Trefle's a good company. I'm not sure, but for an art puzzle, the pieces seem quite small but relatively thick. So yeah, fingers crossed that one will go well. Alrighty, down to our last pile of actual cardboard puzzles before we get to the rest of the stuff. This one I grabbed because I've got a few balloon type puzzles. I've not done any of them, but this one was sealed. So as a sealed puzzle, I thought, okay, I'm grabbing that. We'll see how that one goes. So I'm hoping to give that one a go in a little bit, but we'll see. A lot of puzzles in these piles that I'm not going to get to for a while, I think, but that's okay. Some of them I'm really eager to, some of them I'm not. This one is one I'm definitely eager to. So anyone who's of the right age, particularly millennials, I think, Dinotopia is just the book of dinosaurs for our growing up years, and I could not go past this puzzle. I wish they had the other puzzles that they've demonstrated on the back of the box. I will be keeping an eye out for those now that I know Dinotopia has these puzzles. But honestly speaking, it just looked like such a nice grab. The puzzle pieces look reasonable, not too thick or anything, but, you know, a reasonable quality. So I think this is just going to be a pure pleasure project. I don't even know if I'll film it, to be honest, but if you want to see that, put a comment in the video and I might film it and show it to you. So yeah. Another small Ravensburger, 300-piece Ravensburger. Again, the comic book styles, or the comic styles that I like to see. So looking forward to giving this one a go. Probably might even use this one for like my 300 subscriber special or something. I've seen this one a few times at the op shop. I don't know if I really want to do it or not, but I thought, you know, it's only 250 piece, so it wouldn't be too hard, and it's just got like a whole heap of objects in it. So yeah, I figured, you know, a bit of fun and whatnot. This one, so we have a museum collection artistry one, Renoir and Clementoni. So Clementoni is one of the brands that I like to keep an eye out for. I can't remember if I've actually done a Clementoni or I've just kept collecting a whole bunch of them. But yeah, again, good quality pieces for the most part from what I can tell. I don't think it's going to be pick-upable, to be honest, but that's okay. It'll be one that I might do at some point. For 500 pieces, it's worth a grab. This one, this is going to be a hard one to do. I grabbed this because it's sort of the style of artwork, Asian artwork and stuff. I say Asian, I don't know specifically which part of Asia. I assume Chinese, Japanese, but I could be wrong. I really want to do this, but I know that this is going to be a nightmare to do because the pieces look good, but that picture is just going to be, yeah, a real sort of impossible puzzle type thing. I can't quite get this open with one hand, but anyway, that's one. It's going to sit on the shelf for a long time, me going, I want to do it, and I don't know if I'm going to get to it. So yeah. Lastly, we've got two more. So this one's a small 70-piece puzzle, but it's a finder puzzle. So again, I got this for the kids just to basically do some fun together and have a look for it. It's got some weight to it, so the puzzle pieces are quite large. You can see it's a very large puzzle, but that should be fun. And then we've got this one, which is 37 pieces. But from what I understand, there's like shaped pieces and it's two interchangeable puzzles. So you get like the background pieces and then you get the animal pieces and that, so you can create your own animal scenery or whatever. So I don't know, that one's going to be a bit of fun. All right, so let's have a look at what's next, the other stuff. Okay, so first things first, one of the things I'm thinking about branching out in the channel, and hence I got this. These didn't come from the op shop, I actually got them from Kmart. But basically these are those little gem art things, so where you've got the little press stud things, so every dot is a press stud or whatever. I don't know what to call them other than that, but yeah, basically there's a coaster set. They had a couple of smaller ones and then one larger one that I was interested in, so I'm eager to try and do some of these. I'm going to try and film it. I don't know how that's going to go, but if it films well, I might put a video up on the channel, and if it gets good views, I might continue with it and try more. If not, I won't. But yeah, it's just something I thought I'm going to give it a go. Some small ones, medium, and a large one. So that could be a good thing to do. We'll see how that goes. Now, the other part of my channel that people who have been with my channel for a while will know about is that I've been working on some construction block, mini block things. So I built this one a while ago. I didn't video that, and I've been using this one, building this one step at a time and making shorts on it. And I'm going to plan to do a bigger video where I reveal a third dinosaur build as well and show all of these ones together and so on. But so I've been working on that, but as a way of trying to keep up with doing shorts and that, I went and bought a whole bunch more stuff. So long story short, there's little sets. So this one's 4 different little builds that I'm going to do at some point soon. I'm probably going to do them somewhat early because they're short, quick and simple. I've then got sort of these mini, I say mini, so let's call them the very small. These are the small, and then we have the medium and then the large. So I've been working on a large one. That one's got like 75 steps in it or something. I think these have got a few steps. I had a look at one of these. I think it was the mermaid. The mermaid's got like 35 steps in it. So I'm planning on doing these 4 at some point, just to keep the shorts going. I may possibly put that into a bigger video. I might not. Probably not, because I'll have these in a bigger video. I would like to expand into doing more block videos, but it's just going to be whether I get the views on it or not, and whether I find more block things to buy, because I don't want to just do Lego because it's so expensive and you don't get that many pieces and steps, to be honest. So yeah, this one I got because I like pandas, and there's 2 different figurines in 2 different stances, so I couldn't go past that. So these ones I might actually put into a proper video because there are a few more pieces. They'll last a bit longer, and it might just be a shorter normal video. But anyway, so yeah, that's what I've got for the channel. And honestly speaking, if you're interested in seeing anything specifically out of everything I've shown with all this, just put a comment in the thing. And if I get enough comments on it, I might do one of them, either the specific puzzles or one of these. I don't know. We'll see how we go.
Okay, so that's the haul done. Essentially, like I said, lots of puzzles and a few other odds and ends and whatnot. I shared some of that in the previous video in the sort of channel update, because there's a lot to come, and there's a lot of overlap with this video as well. But anyway, just to go over this quickly for this video, honestly, it was quite surprising in the long run. Like I said, I ended up doing 14 100-piece puzzles because I hit around 114 subscribers. I'm now up to about 118 by the time this video comes out, which has actually been really surprising, because when I had the 100 hit, I was like, wow, cool, let's do a subscriber special. And then I'm already sort of close to a fifth of the way to 200. So yeah, it's quite interesting, the growth that happens on YouTube, I think. But anyway, I've been having a lot of fun with it, and these puzzles were a blast, to be honest. Most of them are quite good quality. Some of them came from different places, which is interesting. I'm just going to run through them very quickly. So this pirate one is from Jayco. On the whole of it, that one was all right. It's quite large pieces and stuff, pretty easy to do. That would be a very kid-friendly kind of one. Plus, it's got the item search thing around as the border, so that made it quite easy and fun. We then had 5 different 100-piece Ravensburgers, so I've definitely gotten my fill of Ravensburger. To be honest, I don't think a single one of them had trouble sticking together and staying together for pickups and all the rest of it. So yeah, that was quite interesting. Speaking of which, I'll show you some pickups of all of these, because I think I've forgotten to put that into the video so far. So let me put that in. But anyway, so following having picked up all of those 100-piece puzzles, only one of them really didn't go too well. But yeah, these ones, all these puzzles were basically all random sort of suppliers and things like that. So there's this Brumby type one, this horse one that's come from, can't find it actually. Hinkler is the company by the looks. There are a couple of very individual ones. So Spears Games, a Where's Wally puzzle. I've got a few bigger versions of Where's Wally puzzles I'm going to do in the future. So that was a bit of fun. I actually found it quite interesting doing that one because once again, it's one of those things that I like, the comic sort of puzzles where there's
you can find the thing in the picture and know exactly where the piece goes. So as much as it's sort of like a lot of things to look at, it was actually relatively straightforward. And I tend to use the background as a sort of guidance as well. So Where's Wally puzzles, I think, are pretty interesting for that. I don't know how a bigger one will do. I've got a 1,000 or 2,000 piece Where's Wally, so that one will probably be interesting to test that one out with. But yeah, the Barbie one was probably one of the worst ones as far as quality and stuff goes. But yeah, it was still nice and interesting to do. And then Pocahontas I did twice, once for the 4 and once for this, so that was good. This wild one was really nice. This is Blue Opal. So again, I'm finding Blue Opal to be very comparable to Ravensburger, to be honest. So as I said in my previous video, there was one puzzle there that I had that was Ravensburger and Blue Opal together, so I was a bit surprised by that one. But yeah, on the whole of it, if I see Blue Opal, I'm quite interested in grabbing them puzzles just to see how they go, that kind of thing. Probably the biggest surprise puzzle was this one. I didn't plan on putting this in a video, but when I started doing all the 100-piece puzzles and I looked for all the ones I had, I found this one in the pile. And again, as I said in my last video, this was on the free pile at the op shop. I looked at the box, thought it was completely beat up. It turned out it was a completely sealed puzzle, brand new puzzle. And not only that, but it stuck together really, really well to the point where it was basically like cardboard once it was done. So a single sheet, so to speak. So yeah, that was actually, I really enjoyed this one, to be honest. That was a very big surprise. Plus it's shaped like the head. So I like those sort of puzzles where they've got, intricacies. Speaking of intricacies, so this 10-pack box was where I got the last 2 that should be showing now in the video still over this way, I think. And this has got 2 100-piece, 4 300 and 4 500, and it's Thomas Kinkade, which I've mentioned in a few videos, but in case you haven't watched those, Thomas Kinkade, I've done a puzzle of his before, Disney puzzles, so my Peter Pan video is that. It was a beautiful puzzle. It's a regular piece cut, beautiful colors and so forth, and these 200-piece puzzles are no different. And not only are they no different in that regard, but in the fact that they hold together really well as a puzzle. So picking them up, moving them around is really easy, but honestly speaking, these puzzles were just beautiful to do. And because of that, I'm really eager to have a go at the other puzzles in this box. And on top of that, as I said again in my last video, my wife, the lovely person that she is, bought me this 1,500 and 2,000-piece puzzle for Thomas Kinkade Disney. So they're going to be very high on my list now to do, because if they match that quality, which I'm betting they are, they're just going to be absolutely beautiful puzzles to complete, and I can't wait to have a go at them. And then on top of that, again, if you haven't seen my last video, I have this 15,000-piece Thomas Kinkade Disney one to do. I've got one bag out ready to go. There's 10 bags in there, 1,500 pieces per bag. I'm concerned about shading, like some dark areas in that, but other than that, like, I'm really eager to do these. Now, I will say too, in this sense, these look more like your stereotypical puzzle pieces than these other Thomas Kinkades. They're thicker pieces, the blue background. They look like sort of like the Ravensburger kind of quality sort of stuff. So I don't know how that's going to go for picking up or anything like that, but I'm guaranteeing that the picture at least is the quality that I've been doing in the others, and I'm really enjoying that picture. Again, these 2 puzzles, to do these, I barely looked at the picture. Every now and then it would sort of look at it just to see, roughly where something goes, but largely speaking, once you get going on it, you can just sit there and put piece after piece after piece, following the shapes and the contours and things like that. So they're really nice puzzles to build. So yeah, if you're still with me, thanks for watching. I've really enjoyed the 100 subscriber special, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what I can do in the future. If you liked something in particular in this, please drop a comment, let me know, or if there's something you can think of in the future that would be worth my time to try out, I'd love to hear about it. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to sort of round it up there, and just again, thank you to everyone who subscribed and supporting the channel. And yeah, here's to the future, and probably, yeah, a couple big puzzle videos coming up, as I've said in my last video, and definitely this 15,000 I'm going to get to very soon. I think I want to try and have it ready to go for 15,000 subscribers. I'm going to guess I'm probably going to finish it before I get anywhere near the 15,000 subscribers, but that's okay. We'll deal with that when that comes. But yeah, either way, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, just if you want to keep supporting me, do all the things. And otherwise, I'll catch you in the next video. So again, thanks for watching.